What it do, what it does, it's your girl Beautiful Q, and I just wanted to come back on here and say thank you guys for coming through back again. You know, when I first started this journey, my goal was to help at least one person, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been coming across so many people that have told me that my digital products, you know, my videos on Instagram, you know, everything that I do has been motivating them. And honestly guys, this is why I do it. I do it because I remember being in a dark space, not expressing myself creatively. I remember I'm a mother, and it's hard to find creative time to express when you're a mother, especially when you're a mother of, my kids play sports and I'm a mother of boys, so y'all can only imagine my lifestyle. So I pretty much had to stop, drop, and roll. I'm just playing, I'm just kidding. No, but I had to slow down, and I had to basically go through and do some healing on myself, so that way I'm able to be a better parent, help my children, so that way they're not growing up and healing from some shit that I did. I mean, I'm not a perfect parent. It's gonna be some shit that they may have to heal from, you know. And then it's also, you know, some stuff that, because I want my kids to be better than me, so that's why I'm on this journey. And I know there's other parents that, airplane, I'm outside, I love outside. Y'all will see all my videos will be in random places. Like my first video was in a library. You know, your girl just be, you know, I gotta switch it up sometimes. You know, you just never, you can't let them know your next move, you feel me? So but yes, this one, and I told y'all in the first episode, I can talk forever. I will talk your ear off. That's why I have a podcast. Okay, so I want to get into this episode. So this episode is actually going to be about writing. I know in the first video I said there's so many ways that you can express yourself, but this video I want to dive into writing. Oh my god guys, like, I don't know if a lot of you know, but you're gonna know now. I write music. I'm an artist. My stage name is Beautiful Q, so I make music. I have my most popular songs are Big Stepper and Standing on Big Business, and which I hope y'all go scream that, cause you feel me, that's for my people that's, you feel me, that's doing what they gotta do, So but yes, so I write music, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I used to be a very emotional person. Like, guys, I used to be so emotional. Like, I used to make decisions based off my emotions. I used to just react based off my emotions. It just wasn't it just used to stress me out. Oh, it's a butterfly. I think that's the one my son found. He named him Angel. I wish y'all can see this butterfly. It's so beautiful. That's why I love being in nature. Like, and this is why. Anyways, airplane. So anyways, writing. The creative expression of writing is one of, I say I love using the creative expression of writing, because instead of me using those bad, probably not so nice words to say to the person who has, you know, made these emotions come up, I can alchemize it, transmute it, change the words up, and I can put it in a song. I can write a book. I can create a poem. It's so many things that I can draw. I not draw, that's not writing. I can do so many things with that. And I don't think people understand. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, with me, when people used to make me upset, I used to use my words. Like, I swear, I should have been a part of the great debate team. Like, I am a great debater. I'm very good at my words. We can go back and forth all day. We can do what you want to do. What you want to do. But it used to waste time. Now that I sit and think about a lot of the people that was listening not to understand, but listening to argue. It's some people just like making people feel like they have to prove themselves. Like, they just like it. It's weird, you know. But I try not to get too involved in it. I try to stay detached and I also try to stay, not try, I do. So I practice the way that I'm able to alchemize and transmute a lot of my problems that try to come up and be a problem in my life. What I do is I just turn it into, I always ask myself, like, what's the lesson? You know, because everything happens for a reason, and I'm a big believer in what's for you will never miss you. So I always ask myself, what am I supposed to learn in this situation? Okay, and then once I figure out, like, you know what, this is the same goddamn lesson I dealt with a month ago, and I failed it. Sometimes you pass the test and you got to do it again. So that's the whole nother video. So what I started doing was, instead of me sitting there just, you know, I use it as a creative outlet. So it's like, if, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, like, okay, I'll use Big Stepper as an example. So my first song was Frequency, and my second song is called Standing on Big Business. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Frequency, I love Frequency, but it's not one of my favorites. Standing on Big Business is actually my all-time favorite, but I'm not gonna lie, Big Stepper is doing what it's doing. It's what it's saying, it's stepping. Big Stepper is stepping. So I love Big Stepper, I love Standing on Big Business, so now I'm pushing them both. So with those two, with Standing on Big Business, like, okay, I'll just tell you, like, you'll just see the evolution of how I was able to transmute a lot of the things that I was going through into writing. So with Frequency, I wrote Frequency when I first started learning about vibrations, frequencies, and stuff like that. So I always knew that I had a different vibe. I always knew, I don't know, it was just some things you just know. And the people watching, you know, like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, if you're watching this video, you understand. I don't have to go into depth. It's kind of like when you meet your soul tribe. When you meet your soul tribe, you don't have to explain certain things because they get it. Like, you're already on that same frequency, which is hence why I wrote the song Frequency. So when I was starting to learn about that, and I was just so eager to get the information out to everybody, because it's like, bruh, I want everybody to, like this is crazy, because it's like, think about it, everything is energy, everything is frequency, and frequency, hertz is basically vibrations per minute. So we all are vibing and operating through frequency every day, and don't even know it. So when I wrote Frequency, I'm like, yo, it's not her looks, it's not his clothes, it's not this, it's not that, it's the energy, it's the frequency. That's why you like it. So that's hence where the song comes from. It's that frequency, wanna get on that frequency, that vibe, that energy, can't keep up this energy, that frequency, wanna get on my frequency, that vibe, that energy, can't keep up, then get, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I wrote that one. So that's how I was able to kind of like get that message out of what I learned, and I was able to like transmit, like, oh shit, there's some information I want to translate it to my people, because a lot of people don't understand or get the way a lot of these documentaries be talking. So I was like, okay, shit, I can just translate it and just get it to my people through the way, you know what I'm saying, the way we talk, you feel me? So alright, boom, that's Frequency. And then Standing on Big Business came. I wrote Standing on Big Business because by that time I had to learn about, I was into chakras, I was learning about my chakras, I was learning about my crystals, and like I said, at the same time I was going through a healing journey, and I always was a people pleaser. I always had a problem speaking for myself, communicating. Like, listen, hey, when I communicated, I used to communicate with my hands, like, you feel me? Like, it's what we gonna do? Are we gonna fight or what? Like, I'm not gonna talk to you like, are we gonna fight or what we gonna do? So I had to learn and realize that if I'm going to be on this journey and working to get closer to God and be able to be obedient to God and to listen to God and to hear Him, I have to learn how to not just listen, but to learn to, you know, communicate with my heart and not with my ego. So that's the part of the journey that I was on. And I was like, damn, These people, bro, like chakras, like if people knew that the fucking abandonment issues, the trauma from childhood, if they knew that that's the reason why they're not confident, if they knew that that's the reason why they can't speak up for themselves, it's because they have a blocked chakra. And when you have blocked chakras, it's because blockages is basically things that we are holding on to, which is trauma. Bro, once I found that out and was able to be like, cut a lot of baggage, like Erykah Badu say, bag lady, you gon' hurt yourself. Hey, you feel me? Like when she said that, I felt it. And I'm only 34 years old, y'all. Like, I'm only 34. A lot of people say I look good. Why? Because I use creative outlets. I don't sit, like, listen, a disease is basically a dis-ease. Like when you thinking about negative stuff and you doing all that stuff, letting stuff bother you and your family and all that shit, you're creating a dis-ease in your body, a dis-ease. Your dis-ease is disease. You feel me? So that's when I wrote Standing on Big Business. And then Standing on Big Business, you feel me? And like, that's like standing on big business. Hey, activating my throat chakra. I'm standing on big business. Setting up them boundaries. I'm standing on big business. Activating my sacral chakra. I'm standing on big business. Hey, getting the fake phone around me. And like I said, everything that I write is things that I know, things that I went through, and I just want to be able to, because I know there's other people that's going through the same thing. And I know at the time there was people who was probably heard of a chakra, or probably like, you know, it probably popped up on their timeline or something, and it's like, boom, here's go Quill, little ghetto ass, sitting up here talking about chakras and standing on business. And I'm basically letting them know what the chakras is for. Like, in order for me to have gotten to this point, I had to activate. Those were the two most important. Of course, the crown chakra and all this stuff, but those two were the most important. My throat chakra and my sacral chakra, because the throat chakra is communication. Sacral chakra is confidence. So yeah, so I had to get that in order for me to get to this stage where I'm at, which is the level of authenticity, because I am whatever you say I am. Because if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Because in the paper, the news, every day I am. What? The radio don't even play my jam. I'm just playing. No, I'm not playing. Okay, so all right, boom. And then, so that's Standing on Big Business. Now, Big Stepper. Now, it's a funny story about Big Stepper. Big Stepper was kind of like a, I'm here, and y'all gonna hear me roar. Like Katy Perry said, roar, you're gonna hear me roar, roar. I'm like, y'all gonna hear me. Like, I may be, I'm of love and light, you feel me? Like, I'm not a cocky person, I'm very humble, but when it comes to my craft, I realized I had to become a shark. Like, because people will play you. Like, if you're like nice and all that stuff, and you're like all smiles and stuff, they think you're weak. And it's like, I'm not weak, baby. I'm just nice, I'm kind, I'm loving, you know what I'm saying? It's just, but don't try me, you feel me? Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. So, I wrote Big Stepper. So, the funny story about how Big Stepper came along is, I usually don't believe in reviews. I don't believe in music reviews. I don't even do that. Why? Because you have thousands of artists, creatives, sending their artwork that they put their blood, sweat, and tears into, their heart into, to this one person, maybe the most sick or whatever, right? And then they're judging your art. I'm gonna send my creativity to you just so you can be like, it's alright, it's good, when I know my shit is fire. That's how every artist is supposed to think. I don't give a fuck. Every artist is supposed to think their shit fire, okay? Because you made it. It was given to you. Somebody needs to hear it. So when people who like, oh no, like that, like, nigga, it's not your message, nigga. It's a message for somebody else. It's not your message. So why are you sitting there trying to make it fit for you if it doesn't fit for you? I never understood that. If I don't like a song, I'm not gonna say, oh, this person sucks. Why would they do that? Because guess what? It's somebody around the corner that loves that song, that relates to that song, that gets to that song. So I'm not finna take nothing away from no other creative who got a message from the Most High, from the universe, to send a message out to one of his children that needed it. That's what music is for. Music is for feeling, passion, messages. We're talking to, we're all one. So there's a section of the consciousness, because we're all one conscious. There's a section of the conscious that's going through what we're going through right now that needs this message. So that's why when they be like y'all just need to, it's bigger than music, bro. Like, y'all think Kendrick was lying. He's not lying, bro. We're cleaning the airwaves. Like, it's deeper than music. So yes, I'm telling y'all, this is why I got a podcast. So I don't send myself to music reviews, and I don't blame anybody who does. And for the people who does, more power to you. I feel you know, sometimes you want that second opinion. I get it. More power to the people who do it. I ain't shaming not them or nobody, because I don't care. People shame me for not doing it. That's just my opinion, and opinions are like assholes. Everybody have one, so that's fine. Drop them in the comments or whatever you want to do. I don't care. Anyways, so yes. So there was this one music review. I was like, I don't know what it was. I do know what it was. God was like, sing your music to them. So I sent it to them. They're from Miami. And I actually sent my song Standing on Big Business. Mind you, that was my second song, right? They pretty much said, and the video is actually on my Instagram. They pretty much said, like, you know, like how it's like standing on big business, but it's like my voice was so subtle. Like, they thought that I was going to sing when I first came on, and I'm not gonna lie. And then they knew that I was reading my lyrics from the phone while I was recording the song, which I was, because it was my second song. And they knew, and they basically was saying, like with my voice, I need to figure out, like, with my voice, am I gonna pop my shit, or am I gonna be like nice and subtle? So I was like, all right, bruh. And it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm glad I did send it to them, because I'm always a process improvement type of person. And when I hear Standing on Big Business, when I perform Standing on Big Business, I perform it with energy, but the song itself doesn't have energy. The chorus makes you want to, you feel me? But the song, it's like you don't believe me. And I always was trying to figure out, what was I missing? I'm like, I know it's something missing in this song. The hook is catchy, but it's not like, you feel me? Like, it's not one of them. But when I sent it to them and they gave me that information, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I was like, hell yeah, this is what the fuck I needed. I needed it. I needed that information, and I'm so grateful that God sent me down that route so I can find the missing piece of you know, what I was missing from my music, so that way that I can get to where I am right now today. And I went in the studio, I want to say about 2 weeks. Found a beat, shout out to Swish Wrist, Big Stepper beat, and wrote it. And shout out to my brother them, you feel me, because they was a big part of the creation process. They gave me, like, you feel me, was letting me know, like, insights and all that stuff and what they would do and stuff like this. And shout out to my brother Mike, man, I never forget. He paid for my first studio session. Shout out to that boy, man. Shout out to that boy. Shout out to the family members that want to see you win. You know, if you got people like that, love them. Make sure they straight when you make it. So my brother paid for my studio session. He paid for 2 hours, and I went in that bitch and I did that shit within an hour. And when I tell y'all, I sent that video, y'all know who I sent that record to. I sent it right back to the review team that said that, you know what I'm saying, everything that they said. And when I tell y'all, when I sent it back to that second time, oh damn, Big Q, Big Stepper, they were fucking with it. They were fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? They loved it, my cadence. They loved it, all that. They loved it, all my shit, bro. Because when I tell you, I'm always looking to improve myself, improve anything that I do. I'm a student of life, like I said in the beginning of the video. Anything I learn, if I can take it and add it to what I got going on, and it's gonna take me, I'm all for it. You feel me? So Big Stepper, I did Big Stepper, and Big Stepper, like I said, Big Stepper is doing what it's doing, because that's what I'm going through right now. I'm big stepping out on faith. Like right now, I don't have a job. I don't have a job right now. So right now, I'm just focusing on my business. Like, I just certified my business with the state. Stop fucking playing with me. Non-profit on y'all bitch ass. Empowerment Experiment Podcast Corp. Feel me? Brandon Q, beautiful Q, the creative coach. So I will have my website up and coming. We're building that. I have my coaching services, so I can get with, you know, anybody who want to get with me to figure out how they can heal and become creative, so that way they can be the best version of themselves. Like, listen, if y'all go look at my pictures, my old pictures, I was a little crusted, stale ass little person. When I tell you, I was miserable as fuck. Like, it was just ridiculous. Like, who walks around like that? And that's why they be like, happiness is internal. You feel me? I could be living in a box and I still have my peace and I still have my happiness. Why? Because I've learned to live, let go, and just continue in love, and I just let God handle a lot of my stuff. God always handled them in ways that I couldn't have thought of. That's why I don't hold on to stuff. That's why I use creative outlets. I write. Not saying I don't get mad. Hell yeah, I do get mad. I get bothered. I get all that. I'm human. But I don't allow it to, you wouldn't know. Why? Because it becomes a thought, a blah, 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 and then it's just gone. I transmute it into something else. You feel me? That's how I am. Like, the last time listen, there was a situation where my brother's baby mom wanted to fight me. You know what I did? I just started twerking, shaking my ass, because it's like, if I beat your ass, I'm gonna go to jail. And you or your family can't help me with my kids. So keep talking. I don't care. I'm gonna just balance my root chakra and my sacral chakra. You know, that's what I do. But video is done. I hope y'all got the message. I hope I was able to help somebody. You feel me? Let me know what y'all want me to talk about. Keep dropping them comments, likes, love, subscribe to the channel, cause I'm coming, y'all. I'm putting myself out there, cause I know it's somebody that can use this information, and I'm not a walking hard drive. You feel me? Sleeping on me, I'ma leave it where you land. I ain't gotta prove a point to make you understand. Just because I wanna win, I mean you gotta lose. Why you gotta pick a side? Who said you had to choose? Cutting out distractions, cause I'm focused on my bag. Trying to build a life that your girl never had. Learn a lot of lessons while living this life. Call myself the guru to get my people right. Face strong. And I'm back, and I'm back, and I'm back.